Today we're going to be looking at the simple flotation technique. And the simple flotation technique involves trying to concentrate parasites. Parasites, that is the cysts of protozoans, the oocysts of protozoans, and also the helminth eggs, helminth larvae in a flotation medium. But please understand that the larvae will not float. So we are interested in the eggs mostly, or the cysts of the protozoans, the eggs of the larvae. So here we have our flotation medium. Flotation medium is simply a saturated solution of brine, of sodium chloride. But here we use zinc sulfate and sucrose. And then these are the equipment we use. We have the rack, we have the test tube, we have a funnel, a small funnel with gauze. We use the gauze to separate particulate matter. So what we do is we take a portion of the fecal sample we are trying to concentrate the eggs in into a universal container such as this one, and using a glass rod, we totally homogenize in a little quantity of the flotation medium using the wash bottle. So we make sure we macerate, we homogenize thoroughly in the universal container. Then when we are through homogenization, we sieve into the test tube. Discard this. And then we add flotation medium to give us a dome-shaped meniscus in the test tube. Now the dome-shaped meniscus is to allow the contents of the test tube to come up, so that when we place our cover slip over it, there will be contact between the contents of the test tube and the cover slip. So we gently place our cover slip over our preparation and then leave it to stand for at least 10 minutes. Now during that 10 minutes period of time, if there are any eggs, cysts or oocysts of parasite present in the fecal sample, or present in the fecal sample, and they are less dense, or the specific gravity is less than the medium, they are forced to come to the surface, they float. So when they float, they adhere to the underneath of the cover slip. And we'll take a slide, take our slide. After 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes now, we lift up the slide, the cover slip, vertically. You see there's a drop of fluid under the cover slip. That's where our parasites will be located. We place the cover slip face down on our slide, and then we examine with times 10 and times 40. Okay. Now you examine the preparation with the times 10 objective and also maybe with your times 40 objective. Make sure you go through all the areas of the covered by the cover slip. And if there are any parasites that the specific gravity is less than that of the flotation medium, they'll be forced to float, and then we'll see them under the microscope. Good day. I'll be explaining in a very short while the principle and everything that entails in the simple flotation technique. Now, the simple flotation technique is a method with which we try to concentrate parasites in fecal samples. Now, we should understand that parasites, or the eggs of the parasites, are not always present at all times. The time we collect the feces, which is best done in the morning from the patient, might not at the same time might not necessarily contain all the eggs that we're looking for, or the larvae, or the seeds, or the oocytes. So what do? We try to do a concentration technique. Now, a simple flotation technique using either sodium chloride or zinc sulfate is simply a method where we use a flotation medium where the specific gravity of the medium is higher than that of the parasite. So when we subject a little quantity of the sample in the flotation medium, what happens? The parasite is forced to float, come to the surface of the medium. And at the surface, like we showed in the video, they adhere, they stick to the underneath of the cover slip. And then after a while, we pick the cover slip and place it on a slide and examine with times 10 and times 40 objects. That is it's a very simple process, and at the same time, it gives you a very clear view of the parasite, because particulate matter present in the fecal sample will not float. Why? Because they are heavier than the flotation medium. They will sediment. So it's just your parasites that are less heavy, or their specific gravity is less than the medium that will float. So the simple flotation technique, it's a very good method to concentrate parasites. Even the parasitemia might be low. In 2 grams, you have the opportunity, you have the probability of seeing the parasite when the sample is subjected in the flotation medium.